Oh wait, that lowered the TV. Holy shit, the sound in my damn ears is fucking brutal. Open sound settings. Alright, let me lower this shit so it doesn't kill my ears. Okay. So it's time for exit out of here. Leave. I'm just trying to tell everybody that I'm streaming, so doing that. Let's see. Alright, so a bunch of my characters need this stupid fucking cloak, so I guess that's what I'm about to go ahead and fucking do. And, I'm also drinking some orange juice, because that's important. I'm trying to get away from drinking all the Pepsi. If you've seen my other streams, you guys have seen me probably down a lot of fucking Pepsi. Sorry if you can't see my head, I'm just trying to move my, my cursor so I could see what's going on in the chat. I'm getting another picture here. Yeah, I check my phone a lot, so how do you feel like I'm almost dead? Alright, now what I'm doing is getting the cloak on a bunch of my alts. I have a bunch of characters that still need this stupid fucking cloak. And so I'm gonna go do that. And, you know, the goal is to get it done while I've got nothing better to do because COVID-19 still has everything shut down. Georgia had started reopening, but unfortunately, you know, since a lot of people are worried about reopening, they haven't yet. So here we stand fucked, because even though restaurants and bars can open, a lot of them don't want to, which is fucking terrible, in my opinion.
We'll have to wait. For now, we press on.
Now,
Nizar's forces have
I'm in here, I've got to do this whole dungeon thing. I'm also checking my text messages.
There can be only one reason they are here.
Alright, so he ran up ahead. I'll let him sort of do the killing. He killed that one guy for me. This is really like busy work shit, and it's just a formality. It's not really a challenging quest. It's just tedious to do this on multiple alts. And again, I wouldn't be doing so much of this if not for the fact that it's basically a requirement of 8.3 to, you know, do anything in it. You know, you need your cloak on every single character that you've got, essentially. And I have 50 level 120 characters. A lot of people go crazy when I tell them that. And it's like, it's really not that hard to level in World of Warcraft. People just make it sound like it is. And I guess because the level number is 120, people think that it is. But it's really not that bad. Oh, I forgot. I gotta talk to him before I get credit for doing anything. So I'll wait for him to go over here and stare at this bitch, and then they sort of taunt each other for a minute, and then I do what I do. Here, I'm gonna make some food, mage food, and that sound you hear going off is probably my phone. It is my phone. I mean, my girlfriend. So yeah, always get told that, but sometimes I really do think have moments that look my age. Probably mostly in the morning when I just wake up. Speaking of my girlfriend, this character that I'm playing actually is sort of a it's sort of a testament to her. So, you know, that's why the name, that's why it has that name, which is a mix of the nickname I use and her first name. Anyway, so here's the deal. Obviously, this is my first stream with my new layout. Hopefully you enjoy it. I made a new overlay. Finally sort of getting the hang of some of the nuances that maybe previously I was either half-assing it or, you know, I just didn't really get it. And now I'm sort of getting there a little bit. So, again, if you want to help, you know, subscribe to me here on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube where I save my on-demand replays, subscribe to me on Twitch. You know, go to the Facebook page, Cancel This Podcast. You can see the links here in the bottom lower left corner of your screen. And help us grow Cancel This Podcast, which is something that myself and my co-host John are working on. We're working on a number of different projects related to and linked to Cancel This Podcast. I wanted to do some multi-streaming where we do like video streams for our podcast on Tuesday nights, and I wanted to kind of get into doing it on both Twitch and Facebook, but unfortunately the cheapest option would be Restream.io, and they charge you $19 a month. You know, and that's just if you want. I mean, you could stream on like a personal page on the Twitch, but if you wanted to stream on a brand page like our Facebook page, they charge you for that, which is irritating as fuck in my opinion. So anyway, I gotta kill this person. I like how these 4 people rush to like defend this chick, and they just sort of stand there while you kill her. Like, if you're smart enough to walk around them. I'm not gonna fight all 4 of these guys. The 4 horsemen of the douche apocalypse over here. You know, so she's dead. And I'm back out this room. Really fucking simple. It just makes me laugh sometimes how simple it is. Weird. Carol Baskin lady. I'm still convinced Carol Baskin killed her husband, by the way. Convinced she killed her husband. Anyway, so hopefully this new layout will get people paying attention to what I'm doing here. But I don't think I'm really all that interesting when it comes to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is not a game that interests many people, and I think the people that interest usually don't want to watch me play it, sure as fuck. But I'm gonna keep trying. You know, you learn by doing. You know, just a year ago, I wouldn't think that I'd have a cool looking overlay like this, and I sort of, you know, just sort of scratched that up from nothing. And I think it's a lot better for what I'm trying to do here. So, hey, you know. But, you know, what else am I going to do in the age of COVID-19, which, you know, I'm so fucking tired of, you know, this disease keeping everybody indoors. I personally, look, if you're afraid of some fucking disease, then take better care of yourself. Drink some fucking orange juice, have a fucking vitamin, wash your hands, wipe your ass. You know, like half the people, like, worried about COVID-19, like, are unsanitary people anyway, who don't bother to wipe their ass to begin with. You know? It's really, to me, you know, when I see things like nurses dancing on TikTok, you know, I really fail to see the severity of the situation so much. Like, I mean, I don't want to downplay a pandemic, but on the same token, like, these people who are telling me it's such serious business are also ones slacking off and making videos, shaking their ass and twerking in a fucking hospital. And that sort of tells me that maybe, you know, what we're hearing is a load of bull. It really makes you think, in my opinion. But, you know, if you tell people that, they, like, freak out. Like, you know, the thing is, this whole COVID thing has turned from being about a pandemic to being about politics, and I find that incredibly fucking annoying because the people on the side of stay home also tend to be the type of people that I don't agree with their fucking politics for a second. Ah, shit. How does he open the door like that? Dude, I have the door, like, completely closed, and my dog manages to open it every time. Come here, mister. I think he's a camera whore, because he does it every time that I'm on the show, too, on the podcast on Tuesday nights. And I just think he really loves, I think he loves being on camera. What you doing, mister? He's such a good boy. I love dogs. I've got 4 of them. This is, he's my youngest boxer. He's 3 years old. I have his mom. Come here, boy. Come here, mister. Yeah, I'm gonna pay more attention to my dog than the stream. Come here, boy. Yeah, Pappy. Who's the Pappy? You're the Pappy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Say hello. Say hello, big boy. He's so beefy. He's such a... I love that dog. I'm telling you. Animals are therapeutic. They're creepy. He's a good boy. I've had him since he was a puppy. Like, since he was literally born. His mom is just one of my other dogs. And, he's such a good baby. I can't even fault him for being on the thing. I just wish I could get him to close the door behind himself when he leaves.
Return to me, champion. This barrier is proving more resilient than I anticipated.
And there he is barking. All of them are going to start barking, I'm sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking to see what else is going on. We're all in this together. I hate people who say that. We're not in this together. It's every man for himself. Let's see here. Alright, so have some more of my orange juice. I guess I'm going to try to get more into getting away from the caffeine so much. Even though caffeine, it feels like some days caffeine is the only thing keeping me alive. I have a nervous tick when I play World of Warcraft, but sometimes I feel the need to look at my map. Okay, this fucking thing is going to keep harassing me until Oh! I hate that shit, man! Motherfucking teleporting asshole.
Not ready.
Like, by the time you cast, he's, like, behind you and shit. It's the most annoying thing as a caster is fighting these stupid void wraiths in here. He's dead. Fuck him. I'm fucking aggressive when it comes to, killing the mobs in here. Alright, so I'm gonna go talk to Rathion, and he's gonna tell me, look out behind you! And the thing's like 50 fucking feet away.
Just another... Behind you!
Mm-hmm. I'm on it. Looks like a weird... It looks like what Grimace's vagina would look like if there was a female Grimace. The void portals in this game. And then I think one more pops out. Nothing in here is really a danger to me at all. So they're all dead, and he's gonna go in here and talk to this chick again that he's been arguing with this entire dungeon. Then I gotta kill the two void dragons in the left and right corners of the room. Here again are a bunch of idiots just like standing here thinking that they're actually doing something. Like these guys stand here the whole time while you literally do everything else that you have to do.
Begin the ritual. The master has summoned me to Nyalogra. Our lesser creations can slay the prince's companion.
Really, again, I really think that if people, you know, do things to boost their immune system on a normal basis, they're not going to have to worry about this bullshit. I've read something like 94% of the people that are having problems with this have like pre-existing conditions and shit. There's one down. Dead. That guy's dead. Very easy stuff. Whew. And think I have to do this with... I'll go back to the select screen in a little bit, and I'll count how many more I gotta do this part with. And then I gotta do another part after this. When you have to do this on multiple characters, it's easier to do a little bit at a time on all of them than everything all at once on one of them. You kind of do it assembly line style, and I find that a little easier for grinding content like this out when you have multiple characters that need something.
Their wings will darken the skies once more.
I will see you burn for this.
Another one down. Now the other two I think are... It's easier to turn around and go behind me. Alright. I'm gonna do something crazy soon, and using all 50 of my alts, I'm going to try to grind Invincible, which is a mount in this game that's actually really a pain in the ass to get. One shot that dude. This asshole behind me is coming for me. And he's also dead. And now here's Rathion. He goes, "Oh, you cannot break me like you broke my father." And he turns into his dragon form and chases this bitch out of here. I'll let it play, even though I really don't need to, considering that I've seen this about 35 times already. All of my Horde characters already have their cloak, which is 25 characters. I'm just trying to get my Alliance characters up to speed as well.
With me, champion. Let us bring this to an end.
Make sure that I'm all doing the right thing here. I'm just checking OBS to make sure that everything looks correct really quick. That to the top. Bam, bam. Alright. So now he's all the way down there. I kind of wish you could mount, just because it feels like a long-ass walk, but whatever. Alright. Now he's going to drain the pool over here with the ritual.
I underestimated the sway the old gods still hold over the Black Dragonflight.
Yeah.
Little I could do to resist their power. I will not allow my Dragonflight to be corrupted again. Nefarian's and Onyxia's remains must be destroyed.
You can just tell by looking at that lady that Trump is not her president. I hate the not my president people. If you live here, he's your fucking president. Get over it. Get over yourselves.
Aid us in protecting Azeroth.
I think that's another reason why I probably won't gain much of a following here on Twitch, is because I think that Twitch is a very liberal platform, but I think most social media is.
Return to the Chamber of Heart,
And
so that
I
we
am
might
not.
wield them against N'Zoth.
Where is this guy? He's behind. Yeah, there we go. I was looking for him. I didn't see him anywhere. The dragon that takes me back to go get the cloak. I'm just watching myself on my other, you know, I have another computer here set up so I can watch the stream while I stream. It makes life a little easier to have that set up, and here I come. Alright, so, back here.
It's too far away.
Chamber of Heart. Now he's going to need a cloak, and they're going to send me back
You stand
to...
before the Black Prince.
another mini
This is
dungeon.
more than a mere cloak, champion. It is all that
So,
remains.
and I have the
of my
cloak.
once
That's a
proud
big upgrade.
dragonflight. Corrupted by Nazoth in life, they will shield you from his influence.
I have to turn into the Hall of
Now,
Regeneration.
let us brave his vision once more.
Let's see. I do have a swiftness potion. Because I hate running through this desert because it's like such a long stretch of bullshit. And then if the tornadoes hit you, it sends you like flying in random directions. So that's another thing I don't want to deal with. Once I get about here, I think she's going to start doing this.
The cloak will protect you from the brunt of Nazoth's power, but it cannot hold him at bay indefinitely.
And again, you basically need this cloak to do anything in 8.3. You can't do the Nyalotha raid without the cloak. You can't do most of the 8.3 content without the cloak. Even if you get an item drop, it may have something called corruption that you can't resist against or remove without the cloak. So this whole cloak business is very unfriendly for alts, and that's something that Blizzard have said before in interviews, that in Shadowlands they're going to get away from things being so unfriendly to your alts. And I think if Blizzard is out there listening, which I doubt because I'm like a little guy, bottom of the totem pole streamer, you know, this is one of those type of things that with people who have multiple alts, they need to refine a little bit, because nobody wants to grind this out 50 times. I sure as shit don't want to grind it 50 times. And if it weren't for the whole situation of everybody sort of being stuck at home with COVID-19, where would I have the time to do this between this and working? You know, I mean, they want people to live the World of Warcraft no life stereotype, and I do think that that's detrimental. Again, I'm not worried. That weird fish face guy isn't going to be able to kill me. I'm angry that that guy survived with one shot of this.
Beware
That
the
guy
creature
didn't.
ahead of you. Its attacks afflict not only your physical form, but your
But your
mind,
mind as well. Okay, yeah, I remember. I think I'm going to pop Time Warp for this to pop a couple things. AC Veins, Time Warp, which I put all the way over there so I don't like accidentally pop Time Warp while trying to pop other things. Should increase my haste and my speed dramatically. And I gotta avoid the green shit on the ground, which looks like Primus's semen. Alright. Because that actually does heavy damage to your sanity. This is basically just a tutorial though. It's actually not that hard. It's just... oh shit. I almost thought I fell off, but it bounced me back up. It's very hard to actually fall off because it usually bounces you back up, but there are some blind spots in there that can fuck you over really bad. And I gotta go to the 3rd floor. And by the way, like, if you want to check it out, if you just are out of morbid curiosity or have 50 hours of your life to burn, my podcast co-host, John, on our Cancel This Podcast Facebook page, streamed himself watching about 50 hours of Marvel MCU movies. He watched the entire thing on the anniversary of Avengers Endgame because he thought it would be a fun thing to do, and he's probably currently in a coma like Kim Jong-un because he's probably wiped out after all the bullshit. I don't know how anybody could like handle that much Marvel, like especially like the last few movies, because the first ones are really good because there's less of a social justice agenda, but the Captain Marvel and the latter Spider-Mans and Black Panther thinking it deserves like an award because for whatever reason, social justice reasons, it's not a bad film. It just isn't something that I would say deserves an award. You know, that last stretch of Marvel movies really started to sour that whole universe. It's kind of hard to get through, I think. You know, if you're somebody that just wants a superhero movie that doesn't have an agenda. Anyway, okay, so Now I come over here, and he's gonna tell me to go to Pandaria.
The Black Dragon.
But this is where I switch to another character. Because again, if I do this assembly line style and I do that set of quests that I just did on everybody, and then do the next set of quests, it goes a lot faster, a lot smoother. You know, a lot less like taking a dick in the ass. Let me see. Alright, so I'm over here in the Shrine of 7 Stars. Alright. Log out. Let's see, how many more characters need this? I think it's like almost a whole... Oh man, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13 more characters I gotta do this on. It's gonna be a long, long night. I'm trying to grind all this out and get them all their cloaks tonight before the game's scheduled Tuesday morning maintenance. And, man, I'm not looking forward to this. 13 more times, just... Wow. And that's just to do this leg of it. There's one more leg of it that's a little bit irritating. So see, here I'm back at the Steering Gorge where I was when I started the stream. Because again, all these characters need it. Got my rank 3 Reaping Flames, 30 minutes on my Poison. That was my Frost Mage. This is my Subtlety Rogue. This is a character that I haven't quite gotten the hang of yet. So, but this is how I learned. I learned by doing. That's why I sort of started to play every class and a few of, you know, a few things of every class. I'm gonna sap this guy. I'm gonna take out this guy first up ahead. And I'm hoping what will happen is Rathion will take care of the other guy. Oh, I forgot. I have enough corruption that eyeballs spawn. Bullshit. See, when you have corruption on your gear, bad things happen. Grasping Tendrils at 1 corruption. I have corruption at 20 corruption. Now my weapon, which was a random world drop, has... Oh, shut up, guys. A whopping 35 corruption. Which means even with corruption resistance right now, these asshole eyeballs are going to spawn on... Let me look at the description. Your spells and abilities have a chance to summon the Eye of Corruption for 8 seconds. The eye inflicts increasing shadow damage to you every 2 seconds while you remain in range. Range and damage increase with further corruption. So it's basically just a thing to stop you from doing your fucking damage rotation like a normal human being, because every fucking time that you start doing something, this eyeball pops up with an area of effect attack that fucks you. This is why corruption is such an annoying thing. And keep in mind, my character doesn't have really much in the way of corruption resistance until you do this chain. So, and even then, I won't get enough corruption resistance to make that. I think this part, I think after I get the cloak, it's bearable. But again, sometimes you get an item that has as high as like 66, 70 corruption, and no way of getting rid of it until you get this cloak. So that's sort of the problem with 8.3 in a nutshell.
Fear not. His efforts will not go to waste.
I guess I'm insane, because insanity is doing the same thing
intend to revive Nefarians
and expecting different results. And I'm doing this over and over again. It is basically the definition of insanity.
Eliminate the ones conducting the research. I will bring down.
Yeah. Fuck you. Should just give me the cloak at this point. Do this part your damn self. Luckily, as a rogue, there's a lot of this that I can sort of skip around.
I do not have a target.
Because I can sort of stealth past everything and everyone. And nothing in terms of this stuff has... I don't think there are any characters that have stealth detection in here, so I think I'm actually pretty good right now. See, there's a stupid eyeball shit. Fucking hell.
need to target something first.
I wish you could spit on this thing. Back on out. This guy's still sapped. Gotta go to the other side. Again, at least being a rogue. I love how Rathion actually just like kills anything in this path. Again, if you do like what I'm doing or want to help me develop it further, you can always use the donate links at the top for PayPal and Patreon. If you become a subscriber on Patreon, you get some exclusive cancel this podcast content. So be sure to check that out. Again, we're trying to expand, and we want to basically add all sorts of new features, to our repertoire. Because it's fun. It's something to do to keep us fucking busy. Especially right now with the COVID shit going on. John has a baby on the way. If that makes you feel sorry for us enough for you to donate, hey, I'm gonna throw it out there. John has a baby on the way. So give us money. Oh, come on, die already. But again, I'm not as proficient at Subtlety Rogue as I am a lot of other classes here.
I do not have a target.
I gotta kill these so that stupid lizard creature. I fucking hate that fucking eyeball thing. I feel like he comes like every other fight that I'm in. Like I've got enough corruption that it's like constantly spawning. It's probably gonna spawn again when I fight this guy. There's a lot of other shit I should have popped in this, but that I didn't.
Your efforts are meaningless.
It's like I'm almost distracted from my rotation from, like, thinking, oh, the eyeball's gonna pop at any minute and fuck
Return
with
to
me.
me, champion. This barrier is proving more resilient
Alright,
than
so
I anticipated.
now I can skip past the stupid void wraiths. I need a better chair, too. I ordered a new chair, but that's not quite here yet, so it doesn't look like I'm a freaking midget. I'm 6'1", and it probably looks like I'm really short because I'm in a chair that's low to the ground. I'm really not comfortable for my legs, by the way.
Behind you!
Let me sap this guy so I don't have to deal with this shit either. See? Fucking eyeball shit.
I require a target.
Assholes. I wonder if these guys will go straight... Yeah, these guys will go straight for Rathion. Oh, those guys. But I don't know if that screws up your whole thing if you, if you let them get to him or not.
I do not have a target.
One more.
I need to target something first.
Alright, he's dead. Now we're coming to dragons. Ah! motherfucker.
At last, the Black Prince graces us with his presence.
The black
Yeah, I gotta listen to them
dragonflight
argue
was
again.
unworthy of
Tired
the
of listening to that
master's
shit.
gifts. But you can still be of use to him. Begin the ritual. The master has summoned me
What's
to
this?
Nyaloka. Our lesser creations can slay the prince's companion.
Amazon will be bringing 800 new jobs to Georgia.
Your
I gotta tell a
father
friend about that.
proved incapable of resisting the old god's little will. Such hubris to think you would fare any better.
Hey, man. So. Oh, I forgot about the dragon while I was killing the cultist. But it's okay, I'll fight both these fucking dragons at once. I don't give a shit. You know, I probably should actually kill the dragon first, because he's actually harder than fighting the other guy.
I must go closer. I'm out of range.
Again, I got distracted by both sending the text message to my friend about
Fire a target.
an Amazon job and, you know, that anticipation that the eyeball is going to show up and fuck you over. Alright. Let me see here. I gotta see if, let me see real quick. And I'd actually probably do more if there were people in the chat, but there aren't any. So, screw you guys. Anyway, yeah, I'm a ray of fucking sunshine, ain't I?
It was child play to lure you here. This tiresome obsession with your dragonflight's legacy will be your undoing.
There's another motherfucker to kill. Okay.
To serve Nizam.
Again, gotta kill the ley line guys.
Wings will darken the skies once more.
I will see you burn for this.
You can tell he's not as geared as my, you can tell he's not as geared as my mage because his one-shot spell does way less damage. The Reaping Flames attack, which almost all my DPS characters have that, I think. Usually one-shots almost anything. Stupid Void Race are kind of close. Alright, as long as I'm on this side, I should be alright. Fucking eyeball, man. You guys have seen this shit. I don't have to watch this again.
like you broke my father.
I break you like I break your friend. Alright.
I underestimated the sway the old gods still hold over the Black Dragonflight. There was little I could do to resist their power. I will not allow my Dragonflight to be corrupted again. Nefarians and Onyxia's remains must be destroyed.
37 times. This is my 38th time watching. This is my 38th time doing this.
I entrust the scales to you, champion. Return to the Chamber of Heart, so that we might wield them against N'Zoth.
I think now that I get the cape, though, the stupid eyeball will stop spawning. So I'll get some more corruption resistance. Whew. Alright, now
I am out of range.
back to the Chamber of the Heart.
Do you trust me? This is more than a mere cloak, champion. It is all that remains
Just give me
of
the
my
fucking
once
cloak.
proud dragonflight. Corrupted by N'Zoth in life, they will shield our influence.
Yeah, I don't even have the tokens to fix it
Let us
properly.
brave this vision once more.
Alright, so, and again, I want to reapply my deadly poison real quick before I start, so I don't forget later it doesn't run out. And, let me see what... Ah, see this? Look, even with that, he fucking... Wait a minute, what the fuck? Yeah, he only get... He still is gonna have the eyeball fucking spawning. It's got 20 corruption. Such bullshit, man. So I'm fucked. The eyeball is gonna keep spawning until I can fucking clear the corruption, which you can't clear until you've completely finished the entirety of this quest chain. Again, this is like maybe the third part of it I'm doing now. So, you know, I'm doing the third part on everyone, then I'll do the fourth part on everyone.
But it cannot hold
And then
remain
I'll be done,
indefinitely.
and I never want to do this shit
Do
again.
not tarry.
Again, at least I'm on a rogue, so this is sort of faster. I've got 20-something seconds.
The deeper you delve into Nizoth's vision, the stronger his influence becomes.
Past all these motherfuckers.
Even with the cloak, your sanity will erode more quickly, and your senses will begin to betray you.
Fucking eyeballs, man. And I was hoping that would crit that guy so that I'd
Beware
get
the creature
another...
ahead of you. Its attacks afflict not only your physical form,
But your mind as well. I feel like this quest affects my mind as well. Alright, so now this thing. Motherfucker. I'm pressing the wrong shit all over the damn place.
I require a target.
Alright, well he's dead anyway.
Must center around the forge. Perhaps repairing it will end the nightmare. Head for the control chamber.
Alright. Third floor. Oh, see, I've done that a couple times. You accidentally gotten off on the second floor and you can't really go anywhere. So you're just waiting for the elevator to come back to get you.
Nizoth never meant to destroy the forge. He seeks to corrupt it.
You are too late.
Too far away. I am out of range.
Bitch.
Belongs to
Mother, see if you can bring our champion back to the chamber.
Oh!
We have much to discuss.
Alright, so...
Mother, you reconfigured the engine of Malak Shah to power the Forge of Origination.
I have been expecting you.
Incredible.
You must have
Beautiful
honed my
darkness.
strongest
That would require
I've got...
you are
In anticipation for the fact that I gotta go back to Pandaria on these guys, I have all of their Hearthstones set to Pandaria. Except for my mages, because they can teleport to Pandaria any fucking time they want.
the opportunity to converse with you further on the matter.
Hi, mister. Happy puppy. My puppy is my biggest fan. Isn't that right, puppy? Biggest fan. Biggest fan. You're a big puppy. Now for Miss Sandry, who's next. Big Papa Luppa. Big puppy. I love my dog. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Big fella. Go to bed. Go to bed. Come on, stay in there. Where you going? I guess it doesn't want to stay in here anymore. Damn. so now I'm on Misandry, one of my hunters. And here we go again. Again, on a hunter, this shouldn't be so bad. I'm more comfortable on a Beast Mastery hunter than I am on a subtlety rogue, so this shouldn't take me as long as my rogue did. Or maybe about the same length of time, because at least the rogue can stealth past everything.
It appears N'Zoth is one step ahead of us.
Alright.
N'Zoth's forces have seized the Varian's lair. Make haste, champion. There can be only one reason they are here.
I require a target. I need to target something first.
Barack and Michelle are just ripping through through these guys. Misandry is my mockery of feminism. The rabid woke feminism that's taken over the internet.
The suffering.
As you can see, there's Michelle and there's Barack. Yeah, if you're easily offended, this is the wrong place for you, because I do have a very non-politically correct sense of humor.
Behold the work of your fallen kin. Fear not. His efforts will not go to waste.
So I gotta talk to Rathion, something must be done.
These cultists intend to revive Nefarian's
These cultists,
experiments. We must stop them. Eliminate the ones conducting the research. I will bring down the dead.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
Oh, those guys are dead. There's 2 more up here.
Target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target.
These guys.
Cultists have repurposed the alchemy lab to experiment on those wells. Put a stop to it.
Sometimes my fingers are big and slip on the button next to what I intend to press. Also, it feels like I have to make wider arcs when I have the pets, because I think they oftentimes aggro even when I don't want them to. They aggro other shit. It's right behind me. Fuck it, kill these guys.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first.
Alright. At least this one's going by pretty quick. I think after doing this 38 times, if I don't have this down to a science, then what the fuck am I doing, right? And again, you're going to be with me through every stretch of this last bout. Getting the void guys. I want to try to avoid fighting them if I can.
I do not have a target.
Ah, shit. I thought for sure that was going to push me right into the void guys.
I require a target.
I mean, I can fight them. I just hate them. It's fucking teleport shit.
It seems the failed experiments become fodder for that monstrosity. Avenge them, champion.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
Like, go ahead and pop fucking primal rage on this guy to make it faster. And this one is, to me, this guy's more annoying than the two dragons at the end because they have like almost no
Your
hit points.
efforts are meaningless.
Anyway,
Rebellion's
unable to
legacy
carry
will
more of
soon
those.
be ours.
Return to me, champion. This barrier is proving more resilient than
I cannot
fuck it.
attack that.
Kill the fucking void rays. Get them out of my fucking life. Ah, of course the one is like behind me and shit. Fuck off. I don't want to disengage because... Okay, now I can disengage. I don't want to disengage myself off the damn
I
cliff
need
is
to
what I
target
didn't want to
something
happen.
first.
Alright. At least I don't gotta deal with them later because they like sentry out throughout the rest of this and they're a pain in the ass.
I do not have a target.
Alright, now.
I require a target.
Here comes
Nearly.
behind you!
just another.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink one of these potion
Behind
things
you.
real quick, and I almost never drink those, but because they're optional and they
attack
only work
that
in this
target.
dungeon anyway. Increase your damage, so just for this dungeon. They also increase your damage taken, so that's why I usually don't bother with them.
I need to target something first.
Buff they offer really don't work that much.
I require a target.
Then here comes number 5. Oh, my fucking neck. That's another reason why I really need a better chair, is this chair is not
At
comfortable for my back or
the
my
Black
neck or
Prince
anything.
graces us with his presence.
The black dragon flight was unworthy of the Master's gifts. But you can still be of use to him. Begin the ritual. The Master has summoned me to Nyaloka. Our lesser creations can slay the Prince's companion.
Your father proved incapable of resisting the old gods, little rebel. Such
Oh, they're making me fucking fall asleep to this shit, really.
I do not have a target.
Dragon.
Too far away. I require a target.
Alright, they're all dead.
I am unable to carry more of those.
Now back to kill the crisscross line guys. Look how thin this one keeps falling to the ground, which is the Valkyr that I have over here. Sunborn Valkyr.
It was child play to lure you here. This tiresome obsession with your Dragonflight's legacy will be your undoing. I need to target something first. I must get closer for raise, Arian, and Onyxia to serve Nazar. I do not have a target. Will darken the skies once more. I require a target.
I will see you burn for this!
I do not have a target.
Two more behind me. Almost done.
I need to target something first.
Let me feign death to get him off me. That worked. Okay. I can just kill this guy and be done with it.
Enough! You cannot break me like you broke my father!
Yeah, we've heard that line 1,000 times already. At least I have. I think this is the 3rd time they've heard it. Alright. Another cloak down the tubes. A lot of barking. The dogs are not in the enclosed pool
The
area.
sway the old gods still hold over the Black Dragonflight. There was little I could do to resist their power. I will not allow my dragonflight to be corrupted again. Nefarian's and Onyxia's remains must be destroyed.
For more recipes.
Recover their scales once it is done. Those, at least, will aid us in protecting Azeroth. I entrust the scales to you, champion. Return to the Chamber of Heart, so that we might wield them against Nazoth.
Now back down to the Old Doom dungeon thing, and then the Pandaria, and then I gotta do this 11 more times? It's 13, 12. Yeah, 11 more times. Holy fuck. You know, they say hell is about repetition. Alright. Well,
It seems our fates are intertwined. This is more than a mere cloak, champion. It is all that remains of my once proud dragonflight. Corrupted by Nazoth in life, they will shield you from his influence
Contamination.
and death. Now,
I really
let us
will
brave
love when I
this
have a
vision
better chair for this.
once more.
Alright, now. They don't ever fucking stop. I love my dogs, but they really don't know how to fucking quit.
I do not have a target.
It's a temporary run boost. So I turned around and sort of moonwalked. Almost there.
The cloak will protect
Welcome
you
to
from the
eyeball
brunt
round.
of Nazoth's power, but it cannot
I need to
hold
target
the
something
bay
first.
indefinitely. Do not tarry.
Luckily, I think if I bite off one I can chew, I can feign death anyway.
I require a target.
Critical hits left and right here.
The deeper you delve into N'Zoth's vision, the stronger
I do not have a
his
target.
influence becomes. Even with the cloak, your sanity will erode more quickly, and your senses will begin to betray you.
I require a target.
Beware the creature ahead of you. Its attacks afflict not only your physical form, but your mind as well.
You can tell by my body language I'm hating it. You let them grab the aggro. Come on, guys. Go do the thing. Dropping him like a bad freaking habit.
I need to target something first.
Alright.
This vision must center around the forge. Perhaps repairing it will end the nightmare. Head for the control chamber.
They did more damage to that thing than they did to the American economy.
Too far away.
Champion, look at the console. N'Zoth never meant to destroy the forge. He seeks to corrupt it.
Okay. So this bitch again.
You are too late.
I like how for some reason my pets didn't want to like, attack her for like a whole minute. They were like admiring her or some shit.
I require a target.
Belongs to
Mother, see if you can bring our champion back.
And
to the
another one
chamber.
down, and another
We
one
have
down,
much to
and another one
discuss.
bites the dust. Is anyone in chat? No. Alright, now. There we go.
Mother, you reconfigured the engine of Nalak Shah to power the forge of
Is there something you
origination.
wish to discuss? Learn from the past. To the future.
The dogs are just like taking over my stream at this point because they're barking at literally everything that happens in the house. It's actually kind of annoying. I love them, it's just, oh my gosh.
Protocol.
You get them on a tear and they just do not stop. I'll be so glad when this camera can like face me at a normal level. So like over my head, it's like a really terrible fucking angle for this. Alright, here comes another one of my mages. Spread it. Alright, and here we are again in the miserable fucking Syrian Gorge.
Talk to me.
Conjure some food. Make sure I'm buffed. Get on my mount. Should be pretty straightforward as a mage. I don't find it that much different from doing my Frost Mage. except that the Frost Mage can sort of freeze things in place a little more, and the Arcane Mage actually has to actively keep running away from shit while attacking it. So I guess that's the difference. Oh.
Nazar's forces have seized Nefarian's lair. Make haste, champion. There can be only one reason they are here.
Yes. They're all dead. I should start putting that on my, I'm gonna go ahead and start using those, just to make this a little bit faster. Especially since the further down I go, the weaker the character is, because I've got them arranged in order of highest item level to lowest item level on my select screen. So the lower I go, the less damage that these characters are capable of dealing.
Suffering they inflict upon these dragons.
For example, this character is a miserable 384 item level, which at this stage in the game is actually pretty fucking low. And again, that's not even the lowest one I've got. My Alliance characters are generally neglected in comparison to my Horde characters. I just prefer Horde over Alliance. I think most people do. Alright, so... I didn't even see this guy behind him. They were like so close to each other that like they were on top of each other attacking me, so I didn't even know there were two of these assholes. Arcane feels just like you're just sitting around spamming Arcane. I forgot to talk to Rathion to start this shit, didn't I? Motherfucker. I go back here, talk to him. I hate the fact that that's like such a worthless fucking step in this whole thing. Like, he's been talking the whole way we went down the elevator. Why do you gotta talk to him again just to like actually do the stuff in here? Something must be done. Like, no shit. That's like a no shit kind of thing. It's easy to forget because you get ahead of yourself doing this so many damn times.
Eliminate the ones conducting the research. I will bring down.
I was wondering why I couldn't go in there. Why am I lagging so bad all of a sudden? Just to make sure that this one doesn't aggro when I go this way. Turn into a sheep real quick. Yeah, see, that's why. Goodbye, ho. By the time he's not a sheep anymore, he won't follow me. Anyway, I gotta fight those stupid void assholes out here anyway in a second. Oh. girlfriend is the only thing keeping me entertained while I do this because, you know, I don't know if there's just not a proper market for World of Warcraft, but maybe I'm not the guy who's marketable for World of Warcraft because I'm not doing, like, PvP, I'm doing, like, repetitive questing. I don't know, but, you know, I'm gonna keep trying until I get something going. Motherfucker. Get off me!
It's too far away.
I like how at least arcane missiles follows whoever you're attacking, so if they teleport behind you, it still keeps following them and shooting them. Again, it feels like arcane is basically just you spamming arcane missiles at everything over and over and over and over. Another dead bitch.
It seems that the failed experiments become fodder for that monstrosity. Avenge them, champion.
I need to get closer to you. It's not ready yet.
Screw off, thing. This guy's kind of a pain in the ass to fight. It's fucking... Those will slow him down a little bit. Good, he's
Your
dead.
efforts
Fuck
are
him.
meaningless. Barbarian's
Two-headed
legacy
fucking
will
asshole.
soon be ours.
Return to me, champion. This barrier
Woo!
is proving more resilient than I anticipated.
I guess there's like people still watching Monday Night Raw. I don't know why. It's like 8 p.m. on a Monday, and I just can't watch wrestling with no crowd. It's bad enough to watch it with a crowd. Let's see, what is this? Let me see. I'm reading. Alright, so... Oh, that's right. He's up here. He's behind you!
Just another... Behind you!
There's the vagina. Boom. Here we go.
It's too far away.
And done. Wait for him to argue with this girl again, kill cultists, kill the dragons, kill 4 more cultists, go to Uldum, do the little stupid tutorial shit, teleport to Pandaria, rinse,
The
repeat.
black dragon flight was unworthy of the Master's gifts. But you can still be of use to him. Begin the ritual. The Master has summoned me to Nyaloka.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Our
means
lesser
because
creations can slay the prince's companion.
there ain't nothing better to do except look at memes.
Incapable of resisting the old gods, little rebel. Such hubris to think you would bear a medal.
Comes the dragon. Didn't even get to breathe on me. Oh, I forgot about these little potion things that I was like stocking up on. And another one down. Whew. I keep doing that. I feel like mentally tired from doing this quest so many times. I'll be glad when it's done, then I can do other shit.
It was child's play to move this tower's obsession with your dragonflight's legacy will be your undoing. Using your essence, you will raise and bury your mixing to serve his own master's name. Their wings will darken the skies once more.
In the Master's name, the wings will darken the skies, blah 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 blah. She sounds like such a fucking fangirl for a fucking Onyxia Nefarian. I'm gonna kill this guy just because. I don't even need to kill him. Probably could have avoided him, but I just feel malicious today. Killing NPCs is a wonderful thing to do when you're feeling mean. But not those guys, because they gotta fight them both at once. Yeah, I knew that Void Wraith was coming. Ignore him. Now I'm actually letting the scene play so that the Void Wraith fucks off.
Like you broke my father.
Just long enough for him to do it and for me to check my...
The Black Dragonflight will purge your master from Azeroth!
Okay, now. See, that caused the stupid thing attacking me to fuck off and reset. Alright. I forget what my next character is. I think my druid, body positive, who is an obese Kulturan female druid.
I underestimated the sway.
Because the Kulturans are like
Still hope
fatter
Black
people
Dragonflight.
that they added in this
Little I could
expansion.
do to resist their power.
basically what they are. They're just fat people.
I will not allow my dragonflight to be corrupted again. Nefarian's and Onyxia's remains must be destroyed. I entrust the scales to you, champion. Return to the Chamber of Heart, so that we might wield them against N'Zoth.
Cloak.
Speak your mind. This is more than a mere cloak, champion.
I'd talk more
It is
if
all
there were
that
actually
remains
people paying
of
attention.
my once proud dragonflight.
That's what I'm
Corrupted
worried.
by N'Zoth in life, they will shield you from his influence in death. Now, let us brave his vision once more. The cloak will protect you from the brunt of N'Zoth's power, but it cannot hold him at bay indefinitely. Do not tarry.
Here. Okay, missiles. It's arcane missiles for everybody. Alright.
The deeper you delve into N'Zoth's vision, the stronger his influence becomes. Even with the cloak, your sanity will erode more quickly, and your senses will begin to betray you.
Alright.
Beware the creature
Back
ahead
to
of
the
you.
tentacle.
Its attacks afflict not only your physical form, but your mind as well.
think I found a safe spot
This
right
vision
there.
must
Because he kept, like,
center around
attacking but not hitting me.
Perhaps repairing it will end the nightmare. Head for the control chamber.
I'm gonna fight this bitch on the top floor who's also moderately annoying.
Champion, look at the console. N'Zoth never meant to destroy the forge. He seeks to corrupt it.
So let's see. Everything's lagging a little bit today. What the fuck?
Forge!
Usually I don't get lag when I stream.
Mother,
like,
see if you
really
can
bad
bring our
either, so
champion
I'm
back to
surprised
the
by
chamber.
that.
We have much to discuss.
Alright.
Mother, you reconfigured the engine of Malak Shah to power the forge of origination.
We meet again, champion.
Affirmative.
Every action has consequences.
Here we go.
Expertise that would require. You are most impressive.
Initiating commendation reception protocol. Thank you.
Are dogs in here? Thought I heard one of them. Guess not. Alright, so who am I? Yeah, so... I forgot she had the weird, like, one of those stupid helmets on, these weird venom mouth helmets. I'm gonna fix that, just because, I mean, even for her, that's not fair, even though she's already a disgusting, portly, unsightly thing. Oh, man, that's funny. Fuck, I'm tired. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me get that stupid helmet off with the transmog system here. I'll created the transmog system so that you could change your gear as you saw fit. Change your staff. Kind of like that better for her. Skype and druids have a flight form, opposed to... even though she's the fuck is the phrase for this druid? Not enhanced. What spec is this? Balanced druid. Yeah, even though she's a balanced druid, I can still stealth as a druid past a lot of shit, so I am
N'Zoth's forces
do
have
just
seized
that.
Bavarian's lair. Make haste, champion. There can be only one reason.
Yeah, you fight the two in the front. I'm not too worried about that. I'm worried about this one.
I require a target.
Did it pretty quick.
You will serve the master or die.
That's her astral form, with emphasis on the ass because she's so fucking fat. Colterians are just, that's basically what they are, they're just fat humans. Now I gotta remember to talk to them, because if you don't talk to them, you can't start the whole fucking chain.
Inflict upon these dragons.
Oh, there's a good time to tell you if you're still watching, give me money at paypal.me/ask or patreon.com. /cancel this podcast.
Such an honor to finally meet you. Behold the work of your fallen kin. Fear not, his efforts will not go to waste.
Anybody? Anybody watching me? No, because everybody's fucking watching wrestling. Alright.
These cultists intend to revive Nefarian's
Yeah,
experiments.
I'm willing to stealth
We
past all
must
this.
stop them.
Now,
Eliminate the ones
druids are
conducting
not,
the research.
unless you
I
have
will
a
bring
feral
them.
druid, which I do have a feral druid, I'm just not one of these characters. I'm not as smooth as rogues, so you actually have to be careful even when using stealth, because they get caught easier.
I need to target something first.
Right now. Stealth around
Cultists
these
have repurposed
guys.
the alchemy lab to experiment on those
And there's
whelps.
one all the way back
Put
there.
a stop to it.
Punch her in the face. That's a racial ability of the fat people. They're so fat they could punch you in the next week.
I don't have a target.
And just as easily as I came in, I stealth my way back on out. Alright. Go across on the other side. Those stupid void assholes again. Surprised they don't have stealth detection on them. Some mobs do. I like how this guy is over here just kneeling, ignoring the fact that I'm killing his buddy. I almost ruined it by walking straight into
It
him.
seems that the failed experiments become fodder for that monstrosity. Avenge
That
them,
item is still recharging.
I should see if I picked up some of those little stupid... Oh wow, this character doesn't even have them? Oh no, they're down here and I didn't notice.
I need to target something first.
Must save that for when big boy aggros. Back up from him a little bit. I wonder if that actually worked.
Your efforts are meaningless. Nefarian's legacy will soon be ours.
Oops, I forgot to...
Return to me,
these.
champion. This barrier is proving more resilient than I anticipated.
killing me in this motherfucking chair. So's my back. I may eventually stop streaming just because none of you motherfuckers are watching as usual. Might as well kill these guys because when I break stealth, they're
Can't
going to
use that
attack me
item
anyway.
yet. Too far away.
Shot him, dull fucking hell.
I nearly had it. Just another... Behind you!
I don't have a target. I require a target. I don't have a target.
Killed all of them.
At last, the Black Prince.
Oh my
graces
god, it's
his
irritating.
presence.
The black dragon flight was unworthy of the Master's gifts, but you can still be of use to him. Begin the ritual. The Master has summoned me to Nyaloka. Our lesser creations can slay the
phone is
Prince's
loud.
companion.
Your father proved incapable of resisting the old gods, little will. Such hubris to think you would bear any better.
Here. Anything else I'm gonna check on my phone? So I need to check this shit out. Okay. Just making sure.
I require a target. I need to target something first.
Those bitches are down. I'm out of here.
It was child play to lure you here. This tiresome obsession with your dragonflight's legacy will be your undoing. Using your essence, you will raise varying elements to serve Hazard. Masters of Earth, their wings will darken the skies once more.
I wonder if I could actually. I wonder if I could, like, send him No, I was just gonna see if it fucking shot him off the damn edge of the cliff. Unfortunately, WoW's pretty bad about not letting you send shit flying to their death. Other players sometimes, yes. NPCs, not so much. They want you to fight these assholes.
I require a target.
Alright, who else? There we go. Fucking Twin Zero took the shit out of me. So I'm gonna kill this one too, just to get the fuck out my way. Yeah, I'm well tired of hearing him say that. What is it, the 5th time I've heard him say that today?
I underestimate the sway the old gods still hold over the Black Dragonflight. There was little I could do to resist their power. I will not allow my Dragonflight to be corrupted again. Nefarian's and Onyxia's remains must be destroyed.
Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta go down here and do this. Oh my god. I hate this.
Recover their scales once it is done. Those, at least, will aid us in protecting Azeroth. I entrust the scales to you, champion.
Looked like a
Return
lot.
to the
didn't it?
Chamber of Heart, so that we might wield them against the Zoth.
What happened to my life? Why did World of Warcraft have to be my game of choice? Alright. Go again.
You stand before the Black Prince. This is more than a mere cloak, champion. It is all that remains of my once proud dragonflight.
Database.
Corrupted by N'Zoth in life, they will shield you from his influence in death. Now,
We're still in
let
cat
us
form.
brave his
Cat
vision
form.
once more.
Let's see, move a little over right here. Do I not have cat form on my foot? No, I am in cat form. Okay. Oh, stealth, just not cat form itself. Back to the weird, stupid cradle thing. Oh, I'm I'm not wearing the new cloak that I just got. That explains a lot.
The cloak will protect you from the brunt of N'Zoth's power, but it cannot hold it at bay indefinitely.
That thing can see through stealth. Luckily, it's too far away to bother me. This shouldn't be able to get to me. Fucking boogeyman assholes. Fuck all of them. I'm tired of fighting you guys. I don't want to join them either, you know. I mean, you can't beat them, join them, but I don't want to join them either. And I can beat them, I just don't feel like it.
The deeper you delve into N'Zoth's vision, the stronger his influence becomes. Even with the cloak, your sanity will erode more quickly, and your senses will begin to betray you. Beware the creature ahead of you. Its attacks afflict not only your physical form, but your mind as well.
I wonder if that little safe spot I found before works. Maybe that was just a bug last time. I guess it doesn't matter though, because it can't really do much to me anyway.
I don't have a target.
And dead.
This vision must center around the forge. Perhaps repairing it will end the nightmare. Head for the control chamber.
Whew.
Look at the console. N'Zoth never meant to destroy the forge. He seeks to corrupt it.
Okay. Oh, this bitch. Where the fuck is she? Oh, there she is. Blah blah blah, the darkener.
I can't use that item yet.
Knock that bitch on her fucking ass.
I need to target something first.
Belongs to the master. Well, the master's
Mother,
fuck the
see if
master.
you can bring our champion
I'm the
back into
master
the
now,
chamber.
bitch.
We have much to discuss.
Alright,
Speak your mind. Azeroth faces many threats.
Alright. Oh, my fucking body's killing me. Oh. This is hell. Alright, so here's another character. She has to do what I've got. How many characters? Oh, hold on. I gotta move some characters out real quick. I didn't know that I didn't move. It's gonna bother me if I don't move these two characters to the fucking chamber shit. Ignore me. I'm just Hearthstoning them out. Alright, okay. Take the other midget to, oh, fuck. I'm going to eat Cheetos, and there's not a damn thing anybody can do to stop me, because nobody is here. Cheetos, the orange finger food of doom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, so there's almost an end in sight. And I gotta do the last leg of the quest on 24 characters. I'm actually going to turn this off. I don't want to be a Cheeto eating slob on camera. And I'm going to get myself a drink. Nobody's watching this quite yet, so I still got to figure out how to get myself viewers. Maybe I'll do this on Facebook next week or some shit. You know. But, you know, this is mostly testing. You know, I've got the new overlay. I've got the new look for everything. I think I'm doing pretty good with that, so I think that I'm out for the night, and yeah, peace.